highly contested start to the series. What's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. As Joe Madden will line them up like this. They'll match up against one of the more prized prospects in the game today, the flame-throwing right-hander Taijuan Walker. Byron Buxton will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And the pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. We'll look now at the scouting report as to what you'll see from this 22-year-old right-hander. Carlos Correa will dig in here. Ready now on 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, normally when you hear guys talking about pitches that hang, they're talking about the curveball, maybe a slider, but this is a cut fastball. It just hangs. You see it there. Just right out over the heart of the plate, and he doesn't miss it.
Ted Williams will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
3-2, here it is. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Right fielder, Nelson.
We'll watch this one again. He sends this down into that right field corner, and once it starts rattling around out there, he's off to the races. Makes it into third with a 3-bagger.
Stepping in now, Nelson Cruz. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Here he comes, 3-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. A man at third with one away. Full count pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Lucas Duda will get his first shot here, trying to come through with 2 away and a runner at third. The 3-1 is on the way. Oh, and he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at Dodger Stadium, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Now the starting lineup for Don Mattingly's Los Angeles Dodgers. It looks like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Billy Hamilton will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Byron Buxton will stand in with a big opportunity to pad this lead if he can avoid the double play ball. The 1-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Carlos Correa will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. 1-1 on the way. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now a ball lined towards center field. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
And that's what those stat nerds call a high leverage at bat. I don't know what that means, but whatever you want to call it, he comes through in a big way to push a 2-run lead, now up to 4.
Ted Williams will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Runner goes for second, and now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Nelson Cruz will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have to.
And hold that thought as this ball gets down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Here's the full count offering. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Chris Bryant will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Chris Bryant.
Here comes a 1-2. He's running towards second. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Number 24 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the 2-1. And the runner's breaking for third. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner will score from second.
Apparently, they're not done yet. This is now a 7-run inning, and they've gotten contributions from almost everybody up and down that lineup.
Jock Peterson will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. One pitch on the way. Runner's on the move for second. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. He'll try it again from first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 8 and the Dodgers nothing. Albert Pujols will stand in to lead things off here. And his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Albert Pujols will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ballgame.